Hello, hello. Well, StreamYard or sorry, not StreamYard, StreamLab, formerly known as the Melon app, is giving me a time. If you happen to be with me yesterday, you know that I had some challenges with getting on and getting my guests on to do the interview. Um, for my Look Who's Cruising Now. So today, hey, Bud Files, thanks so much for coming in. Today, I really did not know what to expect as far as whether or not I would be able to hop on here like normal. And it did take a little extra, it took a little extra to sign on this time. So I'm going to hope that everything goes well. That now that I'm online, it's gonna stay on, and I don't have to worry about trying to bring up a guest. So um, hopefully it all goes well. But now that's interesting. I see, I already said hi to Bug Files, and maybe you just popped in to say hi and popped off because it doesn't show that there's anybody in the stream, and that's fine. That is fine, but I can't figure out if it is if it's my app, if it's my computer, if it's hey Kim, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely talking to myself. I'm having a time. Okay, now the chat numbers are coming up. So I guess you guys can see me okay. Hi, cruising is fun anytime. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Welcome to my Monday mood check. How was your Monday? How are you guys? Cruising is fun anytime. Did you just get off of a ship? I can't keep up. I really can't keep up. Everybody is going everywhere. But my Monday was kind of rough. It's a busy week at work. We're gonna have like a big training thing, and people are getting a little wigged out, I guess, about the changes. And more than that, we primarily are working from home, but we are required to come into the office um, occasionally, and the training is one of those things that we go in for. And people seem to have forgotten about that. They're like, "Go in." I'm not going in there. So it's kind of a struggle to get everybody to be calm about the changes that are coming and to want to come into the office to do it. So it's a little bit tricky. So that was my Monday. A lot of like back and forth with people about why they really do have to come in, and um, how we really do have to learn this new system because it's happening whether we like it or not. So anyway, that was my Monday. But as you can see, hey Marjorie, how are you? I believe that you have too many subscribers on YouTube. What do you mean, Marjorie? No, I don't have too many. There's plenty of room for more. Come on in, come on in. I don't have too many subscribers. I'm trying to get there though. So as others have said, tell somebody, tell your friend, tell your neighbor, tell your friend's friend, tell your mom and them, tell your cousin and them. Tell the milkman, the mailman, the UPS guy. Tell everybody. Um, but anyway, so yeah, my Monday was kind of rough, and so I was looking forward to this because I'm going to try and make another dessert. You know how I like desserts. I like my cruisy dessert situations. I love going to the dessert stations where they have all kinds of cakes and tarts and all kinds of stuff like that. So since it's fall, I'm keeping up with the apple theme, and I am going to try and make an apple cake. Um, Hello, Orange Cone Vlog. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Marjorie saying hi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make this apple apple cake and talk to y'all at the same time, like I do. So, like I said, I hope you guys had a good Monday. If you were with me yesterday, and I know Marjorie, you were, I know I had a time. I had a time with my interview, trying to get everybody online so that we could sit and talk. But once we did get connected, it was a fun time. And Damien and Quanda from their channel, Damien and Quanda EXP, were my guests, and they were a lot of fun. And if you have not already checked out their channel, which you probably already have, but if you haven't, go over there and check them out. They're a lot of fun. So, okay, well, I'm gonna try and make this apple cake. I went to Aldi, which is turning into a vlog. So you guys will see that. But I went to Aldi because they usually have a nice selection of produce, and I knew I needed apples for this. And so I don't know if you guys have been to Aldi and or seen these. I thought this was such a cute little bag of apples. I mean, I couldn't go to an apple orchard, but I went to the grocery store and got these. And as you can see on the bag, it's called Snapdragon. They're Snapdragon apples. I never even heard of such a thing. But Snapdragon Monster Crunch. They're sweet and spicy with a hint of vanilla. Have we heard about, is that a description everybody else knows for an apple? But I thought it was worth trying, as otherwise I would have gotten my standard Granny Smith because I like to cook with them, bake with them. Look how cute that is. My daughter was like, don't use that one. I want that one. But anyway, this cute little bag of apples I got at Aldi, and I've never heard of a Snapdragon apple. Have you guys? Hey, the mother and daughter duo. How are you today? Thanks so much for coming in. Snapdragon apples are a German variety, very common there. Well, look at us keeping up with the travel theme. Thank you for that, Orange Cone Blog. Did not know that. I know I have not heard of them before, but the description really intrigued me. Snapdragon Monster Crunch, sweet and spicy with a hint of vanilla. So I decided to give them a whirl. Hey, Bill, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So I am going to. Hello, Vern. How are you? Thanks for coming in. How was you? I was just asking everybody how their Monday was. Mine was a little bit challenging, but it's all good now. I'm going to hang out and chit chat with you guys and try to make a dessert. I'm gonna try to make this apple cake, so I'm gonna get started. Actually, I was late getting finished up with work. Um, Vern is amazing and blessed. Good, glad to hear. Always glad to hear. Um, Later than I normally am getting off of work. So actually my dinner is still in the oven, but that's okay. I have it at 350 and I needed it to be preheating for the cake anyway. So I am going to get started with that. So I preheated the oven at 350. I have the cake pan all greased and lined with parchment paper. And now I'm going to start mixing stuff up. So in the large bowl, I have a cup and a half of flour. I just use all-purpose flour. Um, and then I'm going to add to it baking powder, baking soda, salt, and sugar. I'm sorry. Yeah, salt and sugar. Okay. I'm going to need a half a teaspoon of baking soda. I think I've asked you guys this before. Like, are you good at measuring, or can you eyeball? Like that kind of stuff, I cannot eyeball. So half a teaspoon of that. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Seems, I don't know. I don't know if that's a lot or not. 1, 2, and then a quarter teaspoon of salt. Out of there. And then I'll just mix that up a little before I add in anything else. So you guys were good? Your weekend was good? Busy, relaxing, fall things filled? What'd you do? Orange cone. I always measure when I bake. The ratios are important to get the desired texture and moisture. Yep. Hey, Scratch and Pete, how are you? Thanks so much for coming in. Yeah, especially like I don't know about the baking powder and soda, but if you mess up those balances, it may or may not come out. So thank you for that. But anyway, you guys, did you hear what I was saying before about the week? It's going to be an interesting week because we got a lot going on at work, and I mean, I'd much rather be on a cruise ship. That's for sure. So we'll just make a dessert, and hopefully that will help me out a little bit. Okay, so I have that going in the large bowl, and then I'm gonna in a separate bowl. I'm gonna add 2 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, and that's something that I don't really measure. I go, leave a little bit more. Eggs, vanilla. Oh, I forgot this. I forgot the sugar in the large bowl. Gosh, that would be a big miss. That would be a big miss. We don't want that. We gotta have sugar in the cake. We gotta have sugar for the cake, right? Guys, don't let me forget the sugar. Let me see. We need 3/4 cups of sugar. This is a 1/4 cup, so I'm gonna. Wow, that seems like a lot of sugar, but maybe not. 1. I'm surprised I'm adding it into the flour mixture, and I thought I was going to have to cream it together with the eggs, but okay. I'm gonna follow what they're saying. Any of you who are watching and using a streaming service like for lives, what do you use? I had been very happy with the Melon app, which is now Streamlabs. But yesterday, oh my goodness, I do not know what happened, but it was interesting. And maybe it was just one of those, I've been pretty lucky so far. And it was just time for something to go a little haywire yesterday. Once we did finally get connected, the interview went really well. Kwanda and Damien were a lot of fun, and hopefully inspired us to keep on cruising. Orange Cone saying my parents owned a catering company. My mom was a pastry chef. Oh, awesome. She developed recipes for Le Francois bakeries for worldwide distribution. Oh, yeah, you need to be here. Please refrain from sending long messages. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about with the Streamlabs. Sorry about that. I did not mind the long message at all, but apparently my cloud bot doesn't like it. Bear with me. Hey, keeping up with the Griffins. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Hope you had a great start to the week. I mean, it's Monday, right? You expect a little something. It wasn't totally crazy manic Monday, but it was a little hectic. I was just saying. Um, but thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Hey Z, I didn't see you come in, but I hear people saying hello to you. So hello. Marjorie, I love the more sugar, the better. We need the sugar. You got to have sugar in the cake. Streamlabs bot is set up weird. Yes, as I'm finding out. It's a learning curve. Jeremy is a guru with them. Okay. I will. Jeremy, as in Jeremy and Cheryl, JNS, or there's a vlogger, another vlogger. But thank you for that. I'll get the hang of it. You guys stick with me. Okay, so now I got the sugar in there. I'm gonna do my eggs and vanilla. Do eggs. The shells are really thin on these eggs, which I guess is not bad, but it's different. I need oil and Greek yogurt to go in these. So it is half a cup of Greek yogurt and half a cup of vegetable oil. Oh, I see some emojis. What's going on? Oh, JNS. Okay, thank you. Hey, Carmelyn, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Listen, Streambot, Cloudbot, whatever your name is, Carmen is okay, and she can send smiley faces and waves if she would like to. I know. I don't know if they understood that, but I appreciate it, Carmen. Thank you. Okay, so we got the eggs in there. I'm gonna do the vanilla. Like I said, I think it calls for a teaspoon, but my measurement with vanilla is really the cap. And I think I say this every time I use it. This is vanilla that I got in Mexico the last time I cruised there, and I use it all the time. So we got oil. He said a half a cup of oil. It is. It did. Yeah, half a cup of oil. Okay. I think I may have done way too much sugar. Oh my gosh, I thought that was a quarter cup. So I set up oil for applesauce. Okay. I've seen that too. Lisa Fisher's a cruising. I don't like Streamlabs. Streamlabs says I talk too much. I'm sorry, Marjorie. I'm sorry. Now I'm totally thrown off. Like I think I did way too much sugar on that. I thought it was okay. Anyway, I'm gonna do the yogurt. I just got a little A little Greek yogurt. And this should be about, no, I will measure it. I haven't already totally messed this recipe up. Oh, it's just about the whole thing. So there we go. All right. And we're going to whisk that together. Yeah, I have like an old cookbook from, I don't know if churches still do this, but a long time ago, my church put together a cookbook. So there's a lot of good old recipes in there. And I know that I've made an applesauce cake before. But this one looked a little bit different, I think because they had the yogurt and the oil. So I wanted to try that instead. And I'm assuming we're just combining these now, but let me just make sure. Because I'm a little all over the place tonight. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to do that. And then we have to make a cinnamon topping to go in there. So while I'm making this, what I was planning on talking about tonight, and if is the mother and daughter duo still in the chat? Because when we were on the live yesterday, they were asking questions about going on a cruise for the first time, which we love to talk about, and basically about how safe our cruises. Now, I think it's because I know, or I've been on so many, and I really enjoy cruising, that I kind of take for granted that might be a concern for first time cruisers. So all of my fellow cruisers that are in the chat here and want to help me out with what they've seen and learned along the way, maybe we can help the mother and daughter duo actually make their way onto a cruise ship. But you know me, I had to find an article. And so this article is from the Points Guy, and the title is "Are Cruises Safe? Here's what you need to know about cruise ship security and safety." So I will go through that. This dough looks a little, it looks more like cookie dough than it does cake batter. I'm a little worried. I went gently with a spoon. Well, making sure I didn't miss anything except for the apples. Yeah, I think I just have to add the apples now. And again, for those who weren't here in the beginning, I had not seen or heard of Snapdragon apples, but I saw this little bag. Honestly, I thought it was cute. When I went to Aldi, Snapdragon Monster Crunch, sweet and spicy with a hint of vanilla. So I decided to try them instead of the instead of the Granny Smith that I normally use. It only calls for a cup of chopped apples. So adding that in. For those who are normally with me when I'm doing these, when I'm doing my adventurous cooking, I sometimes say, I don't know how this is going to come out. And that's the point I'm at right now. Here, I'll try and show you guys. I'm hoping that the moisture from the apple is going to make this more, right now it's not quite as thick as a cookie dough, but it's not as loose as a cake batter either. So I'm a little like, not sure how this is going to go. Orange Clone Blog. Oh, hey, Keisha, how are you? I think you said you just did a live about cruise safety. There we go. Did a live cruise about safety and security 3 weeks ago. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spoon this in, and then we have to make a cinnamon sugar top for it. I'm gonna smooth that down. Yeah, I'm a little worried, guys, I have to say, but
looks really interesting.
Interesting. Erica says, "Ooh, it looks interesting."
Butter.
Okay. I'm already distracted.
Hi guys.
Okay, to make a cinnamon topping, combine cinnamon, sugar, and butter. Wait a minute. Did I already add all the sugar? Okay, hold on. No, we need 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and 1 tablespoon of I forgot what I just said that fast. Of butter. I'm gonna melt the butter, and this is a 1/4 cup of sugar. So just gonna melt the butter real quick. Shouldn't take long at all. It's only a tablespoon. I think I went a little heavy on the sugar and the batter, so I'm gonna go lighter on the sugar in the top. Hopefully, it's gonna balance out at some point. Got the butter melted. I'm gonna do a little sugar, and we're gonna do less that I think I need because I already think I added a lot. That, and I have to grab the cinnamon. I know I saw you come in. Hi, Keisha. Thanks so much for coming in. Hi, Carmen. This is my second page. I was timed out on my other page. I forgot about that app. I apologize. I'm sorry you got timed out. Oh my goodness. I am going to definitely have to give Jeremy or somebody a call and help me figure out where I'm going wrong with my CloudBot, because I can't have everybody getting timed out. That's just rude. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not trying to time you out, I promise. I really appreciate you being here. You want to read comments? Stop being a ham. But Miss Keisha's here. She always is happy to see you. And Kimmy's there.
Hey, what's something cool?
Okay.
I'll tell you that later.
Scratch and Pete saying hi. Thank you, thank you. Sea Lake Journeys. Hey, you are fine. How are you? How are you? Are you back? You guys still cruising or are you back? Are you back? It looks like you were having a good old time on your first Virgin cruise. So we will definitely be excited to see your vlogs. Hey, Lynn the Okie, how are you? Who's like, hey, y'all. Doing okay, doing okay. I mean, I started off by saying how my Monday was kind of, was a little rough. But I'm always excited to come in and start talking to you guys. That helps me to process my rough Mondays. Okay. It says this is not really. It says to sprinkle. This is not really. I don't know. I don't know, Marjorie. This might be the one that you lose faith with me on. Please.
Oh, it looks interesting.
It looks interesting, but I don't know if that's how it's supposed to look. So.
I have faith.
Oh, thanks, Erica. I really am a little worried about this. I know I've said that before, but oh no.
I have faith.
All right, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I just was expecting it to be a little more crumbly looking, but I'm hoping that as it bakes, it will. I don't know what that means. Crumble up. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven, and it needs 30 to 35 minutes. So I'll set the timer, and then we can get on with it with our cruise safety stuff. Well, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, 30. I'm going to do 30 minutes. Okay. All right. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody coming in. Lisa, if you would like, please join us on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Central Island. We will get you info. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Of course, we're happy to see them. I think that was for Erica, Miss Keisha. Happy to see that beautiful smile and that even more beautiful face. Erica, Marjorie is telling you that Streamlabs is not like me. It's been giving me all kinds of issues. Orange Cone, we're on a break until 11:10. Okay. Hello, Destination Fun. Hello, hello. How are you? Yes, I was asking how everybody's weekend was. And mine was good. And on Saturday, I was at the meet and greet hosted by Destination Fun and Embarkation Nation and Clock Family Adventures, and had a good old time with them. So that made for this kind of start. Well, it wasn't really the start, but it was in the happy weekend mode. That was fun. So thanks for that. If you guys haven't already seen it, you can go on any of those channels and catch the replay. Sea Lake Journey says, hey, Erica. Everybody's saying hi, saying hi. Lindy Okie laughing. I was working on a video and got lost in time. Reliving that cruise. Well, we're not mad at you about that at all. Can't wait to hear more about it. Everybody speaking to everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, thanks, Marjorie. Marjorie says, add more sugar, which I think I did accidentally. So maybe that will make it all good. The whole spoonful of sugar helps medicine go down, kind of thing. Um, okay, wow, I have 13 in the chat. Thanks, guys. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And definitely if you haven't subscribed, please do that. I think, I don't want to jinx myself, but I think I'm just about at 400 subscribers. So we're just going to keep on going. But okay, now on to the cruise safety stuff. Okay, again, this article is from The Point Sky. Are cruises safe? Here's what you need to know about cruise ship security and safety. It says, are cruise ships safe? Let's cut right to the chase. Yes, cruise ships are generally safe as long as you use common sense and remember that vessels are not impervious to accidents, illness, or people who just don't know how to behave. As with any place you might live or visit ashore, there are risks, but those can be mitigated if you keep a few simple tenets top of mind. So, some cruise safety tips. Cruise ship safety measures are in place on every vessel and every major cruise line's fleet. However, there are some extra tips that you can follow to stay safe on a cruise. The first one is pay attention during the muster drill. Muster drills are a pain and nobody likes them. However, they tell you what to do in case of an emergency, so it behooves you to pay attention. The information offered during them, including where your muster station is and how to properly don a life jacket, could end up saving your life. So I know for those who have cruised a lot and have experienced the before and after the muster drill, still kind of complain about the muster drill, but it's necessary, right? We need to know how to get onto a lifeboat in the unlikely event, like they say on airplanes, the unlikely event that we have such an accident. So do you guys who have cruised before the e-muster, do you feel like the e-musters are just as safe, or do you feel like there might be need to go back to the in-person, everybody line up on the deck in front of the lifeboat in the heat normally as you're cruising to the Caribbean?
That's what I feel like.
Erica says she feels like they should do that.
You want to skip through it.
She thinks that people might just skip through it if they don't have to go and stand in front of the lifeboats. I mean, you do. When you go to your muster station, you know exactly where your muster station is and how to get there in case of an emergency. But e-muster is fantastic. Old way.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier, but like safety wise, I'm pretty sure people just let it play and put it in their back pocket.
Well, that would be foolish. But that's like people going on airplanes and not and not pay attention to the safety instructions. But if you have never cruised before and you are worried about where you're actually supposed to go and what to do, you definitely need to be paying attention to the muster drill.
Yeah, but
Erica, thank you. Cruising scene. Hi, thanks so much for coming in. Saying hi to everybody. I appreciate it. Lynn saying, I really sure make a video of what I'm doing over here, making somewhat of a prayer journal. Um, I want to do a warrior Bible, and I don't have a Bible for it yet. Okay. Destination Fun saying hi to everybody. Oh goodness, Streamlab has serious issues. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. I will have to get somebody to help me with Streamlab. With Streamlab, you try to upgrade, and this is the thanks you get. I should have stuck with the old way. Hey Rod, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. How are you? Um, you tried to put Lynn's comment up but couldn't. Okay. Hey there, Rod. I'm just gonna keep talking, you guys. I'm sorry about Streamlabs. I don't know what's going on with that. So okay, so Sea Lake Journey says, yeah, we're all about the e-muster. They don't want to go back to the old way. I don't want to go back to the old way either. I want to keep doing the e-muster, but either way, if you're going on a cruise for the first time, you need to pay attention to the muster so you understand where to go and how and where to find your how to put on your life jacket. Hey, Tripping with Dre and Michelle from Tripping with Dre and Michelle. How are you tonight? Thanks for coming in. Happy Monday. I hope your Monday was good. I got a lot going on over here. It's been kind of a crazy day. But as you can see, I'm in the kitchen. I am trying to make a apple cake. I just put that in the oven. It has about 20 minutes left to go. And in the meantime, we are talking about cruise ship safety. So, okay, that was the first thing about paying attention to the muster drill. Second tip is to keep a close eye on your key card. Treat it the same as you treat a credit card or your keys. It grants access to your cabin and also serves as your onboard charge card for purchases. If you lose it, report it to guest services immediately so they can deactivate the old one and issue a replacement. Has anybody lost a card and had random charges? Thank goodness I've not had that, but I can imagine that it happens. Yeah, you have to treat it like it's cash. Yeah, and hold on tight to it so that you are nobody else is having fun spending on stuff that you had no intention of buying. So to go along with that, I would say if you have the opportunity to check your account either through the like the kiosk or some ships have it on the TV. You can sign on to your folio through the TV. I would say check that often so you know. Keisha says, I found cards and turned them into guest services. Oh, good job, Keisha. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're easy to lay down and sort of walk away from. Nobody necessarily wants to have, well, I should say that. Some people don't mind the lanyards. I don't always have one, but it is way easier to keep track of your key card if you just have it in that lanyard around your neck, or you have a like a wrist slit kind of thing where it's handy. That's the way to go. Princess Medallion pulls your photo up. Can't use someone else's card. Oh, nice. That is convenient. So even if they try, I guess that you got some splaining to do as to why you're just charging away on somebody else's medallion. I mean, they take your picture anyway when you board the ship, and they should be able to see if it's you or not as you're charging, but I guess it doesn't matter sometimes. And maybe depending on where you're trying to use it, like one of the bars or something. I don't know. Okay, lock up your valuables is the next one. Keep your jewelry, passports, wallets, electronics, and other important items locked in your cabin safe when you aren't using them, and don't leave them lying unattended in public areas. I think some people, I've been traveled with folks who don't like to use the safe. Um, what do you think? Do you use the safe, or do you find some other way to secure your valuables? Now, really, back in the day, I'm really dating myself, but y'all already know. They used to have safe deposit boxes at guest services, and you could go and use a safe deposit box and put your valuables in there, and only be able to access it with your key and their key and ID. So I'm glad we don't have to go that route. I don't mind using the safe in the cabin, but I know if there's more than if there's several people in the cabin, then you're kind of like, oh, it's a pain getting in and out of it. Um, Carnival does the same thing with pictures, but when you're placing orders poolside or game side, the waiters may not remember the faces of the customers to compare to card profile. Yep. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So somebody could, be a few drinks in before it's noticed. So if you are able to check your account, I say do that. Sea Lake Journey says they use the safe. Yes, it's there. It's there. There's no extra charge to use it, at least not on the ships that I've been on. Um, I use the safe, my passport, my purse, and prescription meds. Okay, that's what you put in there. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to say I'm traveling with, gobs and gobs of diamonds and pearls, and of course, I need to keep them safe. But yeah, that's the normal stuff. I put in there too. Keep up with the girlfriend saying hey to Keisha and to Point Blank Travel. Okay, so we're using the safe. Good. Um, Next tip, don't invite strangers to your cabin. Also, don't tell them your cabin number or otherwise divulge sensitive personal information. I mean, I feel like that's one of those. I don't want to say common sense. I don't want to say common sense, but a general safety tip. Yes, we are generally all on there trying to have a good time, trying to enjoy our vacations, but you don't know everybody on that ship. Oh, thanks, Griffins. I appreciate you still there listening. Um, you don't know everybody on the ship, even though by the end of the week, some folks you're gonna feel like you are best friends with and have known for years and years. Like any place else, be careful with your surroundings, and yeah, if you're by yourself, don't go off. Stay in the public areas for your own safety. Um, yeah, okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Um, and that one actually was like, don't invite strangers into your cabin. I say both ways. Don't go into strangers' cabins, and don't have them come into yours. Supervise your children is the next one. Allowing young children to roam the ship alone without an adult or member of the youth club staff is not only potentially unsafe, but can also be an annoyance to other passengers. Yeah, I know Carnival sort of has, I think that was over the summer where they put into place, or they're enforcing more the curfew rules that were already in place, so that kids aren't roaming the ship unattended, and especially at late hours, because of course they're kids, they're gonna get up to something. But also for the little ones who, they're trying to burn off steam or whatever, don't let them run up and down the hallways just screaming. That could be a lot for people just trying to chillax. So yes, supervise your children, or if they are, if they enjoy going to the youth clubs, make sure that they are checked in with the staff there. Next is avoid drinking so much alcohol that you lose your wits. It could lead to slipping and falling, or cause you to engage in unsafe behaviors. It could also make you more susceptible to theft or assault. Plus, hangovers can really put a damper on the next day's fun. Now, I know somebody's got to have something to say about that one. We're not saying you can't go on a cruise ship and enjoy and drink what you want to drink, but it's the older drunk kids that annoy me. The big kids at heart, right? Yeah. Yeah. But again, you're adults. You can go and have what you want to have, drink what you want to drink. If that's your thing and you want to, enjoy, that's fine. But if you're somebody who can't handle whatever the max is for the day, right? The 15 drinks or whatever it is. If you can't handle it on shore, you can't handle it on a cruise ship either. Just saying. Not just kids. We had loud adults in the hallway late in the evening on our last cruise. Oh, just the party kept going in the hallway, huh? Yeah. I mean, again, you're not trying to stop people from having a good time, but somebody's good time might be that nap they're trying to get in their cabin. Oh, Chet, did you guys nap in the hammocks or on the Virgin cruise? Were they comfortable? They look so hard to get into, but I don't know. I haven't heard anybody say yet whether or not those are actually comfortable. Yes, that cruising scene. I'm never under the affluence of alcohol. I only had tea toonies. Right. Say that 3 times fast. You're fine. You're fine. You want more. Again, not judging. It's your vacation. If you want to go and have a good time, and that includes your beverages, that's fine. But make sure you can get yourself back to your cabin. Make sure you can react to any kind of warnings. Yeah, just keep it together, people. Keep it together. Or at least have a buddy who is watching out for you, somebody who's going to make sure you're okay. Robin got in the hammock at Bimini. We had an interior room on the ship. Ah, got it. Was it comfortable though? Was your interior room comfortable? I think you guys have been one of those who said, you get such good sleep in an interior cabin because, it's dark and quiet, and the motion of the ship just kind of rocks you to sleep. So, too funny, Ross. Yes. All the intentional typos. Hopefully I did that justice in trying to read it, but yes. Nobody ever thinks that, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. When you see those videos back later, you weren't exactly fine. Hey, Cooking with the Catrins, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I have I'm making an apple cake tonight, and it's already in the oven. The timer says I have 8 minutes, so I'm not sure how that's. Yeah, I'm a little unsure about this one, but we're giving it a go. We're giving it a go. The funny thing is, I rarely drink. Again, we're not judging. We're not judging. Just saying, be careful out there. Slept like a rock, no noise, very peaceful ship. Nice. Glad you enjoyed. Glad you enjoyed. And you got out there and got on tried a new line, and yeah, can't wait to hear all about it. I can't do a hammock on land. Not sure I can handle one on a rocking cruise ship. Well, while it's stationary, if you just want to sit in it so you can take a picture. But same thing as what I'm saying about the drinks. If you can't do 15 drinks on land, don't. Just saying. Just saying. Don't do it on a ship. See Lake saying hi to the Catrins. Sherry saying yum. I hope it comes out yum. I'm not feeling as confident about this. And I know I've made more complicated things, but it's been a day. So I don't think I was paying close attention as I was getting the mixture all together. But we will see. I don't do hammocks either, Keisha. Well, it's easy for me to say it from land. Yeah, that looks fun. It looks relaxing. Yeah, they're tough. They are tough to get in and out of. Yes, Cruising the Scene. Looking forward to seeing their content from Virgin. Yep, me too. The mother and duo saying hi to the Catrins. Cruising the Scene saying hi to the mother and daughter. If I get in a hammock, it always ends up being a wrestling match. And I always get pinned and slammed on the ground. Yes. I mean, I want to see somebody do it gracefully. I want to see somebody who's actually gets in and is able to spread out and balance and just tell me it was super relaxing. Yeah. I've not had that experience with a hammock either. Thanks, Sharon. Exactly, at Orange Cone Vlog. Have not mastered the on and off of a hammock. Same. All right, well, we already know that that wasn't a thing for them either. They at least Robin said and took a little bit of video that we saw on their short. Okay, so next tip is to steer clear of crew only areas and never stand on furniture or climb anywhere where you aren't supposed to be. Restricted areas are restricted for a reason, and entering them can results. Oh, sorry, and entering them can result in injury or death. I mean, I think people kind of have a curiosity about, the crew areas and what it looks like and, wants to see and stuff. But what about you guys? Are you busting into the restricted? Like, that restricted doesn't mean for me. I can go in there, no problem. They're saying keep out, people. Keep out. Elisa, you will find out about my dad jokes and bad attempts at comedy. Well, hey, you guys are sticking with me and ignoring my crazy Streamlab bot, so it's all good. Dad jokes are welcome here. Okay. Next tip. Oh, wait. Has anybody wandered into one of the restricted areas? Are you good? You stay where you're supposed. Stay where you're supposed to stay. Or is that like the ultimate? I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied. Is that like the ultimate um, exploration of the ship, where you just want to see what's behind that door? What happens if I pull that latch? No, I'm not doing that. But I guess somebody must be doing that. Okay. Next, don't assume everyone on your sailing is trustworthy. Simply being on the same ship doesn't mean your fellow passengers are on the up and up. Most are, but some might not be. Treat strangers with the same level of scrutiny as you would in any other environment. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yes, that is true. You have to keep your wits about you. Um, and then it says, are there police on cruise ships? Is there security on cruise ships? Again, the answer is yes. Cruise ship police officers are more like security guards, many of whom serve as law enforcement officers or as part of the military in their countries of residence when they aren't working on board. Cruise security guards have the authority to break up fights and mitigate passenger hostility, drunkenness, and other inappropriate behavior. They also have the authority to place rowdy, violent, or otherwise dangerous passengers in the ship's jail, known as a brig. Serious infractions could warrant cruisers' removal from the ship at the next port of call and notification of authorities. However, maritime law is dicey and often unclear when it comes to which country has jurisdiction over crimes that happen in international waters. Whew, that was a lot. Crooks go on vacation too. Yup. Or maybe that's not their vacation. Maybe that's their work site. You know what I mean? They gotta come and take a little of this, a little of that. True. Disembarkation day. Guy 3 doors down was taken off in cuffs in the Miami-Dade County Sheriff and the DEA. Wow. Yeah, I've really not seen any of that. Last summer when I cruised out of Miami on the Carnival Conquest, we had to go through the port, and they had the dogs sniffing. Wait, the drug sniffing dogs, and so it made me kind of like, pause and think, what's going on here? But I know that's something that a lot of people were talking about. It's a new thing. Yes, you're back, Carmen. You're back. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't know what you could possibly have done to get timed out like that. So I appreciate you so much for coming back in and trying to ignore this crazy bot. I will get help, you guys. I will get help. But anyway, yeah, I know some ships have had or they've been talking about the dogs being on the ship with officers as well. And I have thanks, Carmen. I have heard of not lots of fights, but of fights on cruise ships, and I knew that there was a brig. I don't know. I've not seen anybody actually cart it off. Streamlabs is a buzzkill. It's trying to harsh our mellow. Get it together, Streamlabs. Okay, I am really nervous about this cake situation, but that was the timer, so I'm going in. Oh yeah, forgot about that. And I also had something else in there. So there we go. Well, it looks good as I pause. It's not crumbly top like I thought it would be. Let me test it to see if it's a little um, loose still in the middle. Ooh, the top is crunchy though. Yeah, it's still pretty wet actually. So we're going back in. When I put it in the first time, it said 30 to 35 minutes. I'm gonna put it on for 6. I don't know why. I think it probably needs more than 5 minutes just by how wet the center still is, but we'll try. We'll try around that amount and see if that works. But yeah, I was expecting more of a crumble kind of top, but if it comes out at all, it will be a good thing because it's been a night. It's been a day. It's been a Monday. It's been a night. The mother and daughter duo waving at the cruising scene. Hello, Kimberly. How are you? Thanks for coming in. We are talking about cruise ship safety tips as I am waiting for my apple cake to finish baking. Here in the oven, tested it, was still a little loose, so putting it back in. Baking tip: use bamboo skewers to test the cake. Okay, yes, bring on all the tips from Mom, the pastry chef, right? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, thank you, but I don't have that, so I'm old school. I use the butter knife. Okay, back to our cruise safety. Um, oh, I was gonna say the only time that I've ever actually seen the security guards, the ship police, move anybody or remove anybody was from one of the gift shops. Actually, it was I was on. It was on a Carnival ship. It was on the Carnival Legend that sailed out of Baltimore. But the ship, we were in line at one of the jewelry stores or the main jewelry store, basically I like to get the charm bracelets and getting the charms of the day, but there must have been something else going on at the time. Anyway, one of the ladies in line started arguing with the crew member who was waiting on her, and it turned into a whole big scene. And I have never seen security come out of nowhere before. They came out of nowhere. How they have the glittery panel doors. Well, I didn't even know that was a door, and they came out. So I don't know if there's closed circuit TVs or something they're watching, but they came out, and she was escorted out of the shop. And we were all like, whoa. So anyway, that's the closest I've seen. Thank you. Apple cake sounds great. I hope it's great. My daughter says she has faith. I'm a little concerned about this round, but I'm trying over here. I'm trying. Okay. Next, will I get sick on a cruise? Getting sick on a cruise is a possibility, as it is anywhere you go. However, ships are held to high cleanliness standards that are dictated and monitored by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention via the Vessel Sanitation Program, which was implemented in the 1970s. Prior to COVID, the biggest health threat on a ship was norovirus, which manifests as a highly contagious gastrointestinal illness that easily spreads through food contamination and surface contact in close quarters. I actually thought that part was going to talk about What's my favorite topic, you guys? Well, it's not my favorite topic, but I always end up getting there somehow. Um, and this is saying hand sanitizer is plentiful on ships too, which is great for use in between sinks. But with regard to seasickness, toss a couple of remedies into your bag when you're packing. Tried and true options include Dramamine and Bonine pills, acupressure bands, the C bands, yep, ginger candies, and behind the ear patches. In a pinch, seek out a green apple or ginger ale from the buffet or room service. Also, make sure you're getting plenty of rest. That's a little hard sometimes on a cruise ship. Staying hydrated, wearing sunscreen with an appropriate SPF, and knowing your limits when it comes to alcohol. Above all, if you're feeling ill before embarkation, don't cruise. Take advantage of your travel insurance cancellation policy for any reason coverage and get your money back. Avoid spreading illness to others. Many security guards on the ships, security officers on the ship are plain clothes to blend in. Well, that makes sense. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Cruising scene saying hi to sifting some soil. I'm sorry, I did see you come in earlier, and I'm not sure if I actually said hello or not. I hope I did. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Wash your hands, people. Yes, wash your hands. Washy, washy. Ginger ale works well too. And again, I know that I've talked about that a lot. It depends, right? If you're somebody who is prone to motion sickness, if you get sick in the car, you get sick on the plane, train, whatever, just the ginger ale is not going to cut it. At least not for me. I'm going to need, I think it needs a little more. It's still very, but the top is looking better. I want it to be gummy. Back in. Yeah, but for me, ginger ale alone is not gonna cut it for seasickness. I need medicinal help. Sifting more soil and more, saying hey to cruising scene. Keisha saying hey to Kimberly and to sifting more soil. Take Bonine for 2 days prior to and after the cruise. It helps. Yeah, I've done that. I've taken sort of the around the clock approach with Dramamine as well. And it works when, like you said, if you get it in your system early and keep taking it, it will help. The problem is, like we mentioned before, about if you are one who's going to have a drinker, 20, you might lose track of taking your Dramamine, or the interaction with the Dramamine and alcohol will make 2 drinks seem more like 20. So it's priorities. It's what's helping you have a good time. I personally go for the patch. I just go to my doctor and get the prescription for the patch. I use that. It stays, behind my ear. It keeps me even, and then I'm free to move about the ship. I don't have to worry about remembering to take it and to keep it in my system. It's already there. 50 more soil. I'm going on my second cruise on the 29th. Awesome. Where are you going? What ship? Where are you cruising from? All that good stuff. We want to know. We hit rough seas on our cruise, never got sick. The motion of the ship relaxed me. Well, that's good. I'm glad you didn't get sick. Now, are you somebody who, can do it all? You can do the roller coasters, you can do a you can do a train, you can ride in the car for hours and hours. Um, it was no thing for you. That's good. I am a little bit worried about, and I think this might be more about the time of year that you go. I'm going to go to Alaska next summer in June, and I know that there is a particular body of water, or I guess coming into the what's it called, the inside passage. It can be rough. So I'm a little bit worried about that, but I will have a patch on anyway. So I'm not terribly worried, but I think I will feel it. Yes, cool. Sifting some soil. Where? What ship? Um, this was my first cruise. That was my first cruise last November. Oh, okay. Going to Alaska in August next year. Yes, I'm excited about it. It'll be beautiful from what I see. Right, Sea Lake Journeys? I'm looking forward to it. On the booze cruise, headed to Jamaica. Nice, nice. Now I've been hearing all about the booze cruise. I should know where that is leaving out of, but I don't know off the top of my head where that's leaving from, what ship. But I'm sure you will have a good time. You'll have a good time. Um, okay, yes, and remember to get rest, stay hydrated, wear sunscreen. Yes, all that good stuff. Okay. And this is a little controversial, and I'm just reading it. You guys tell me what you think. Can you fall off a cruise ship? Yes, it is possible to fall off a cruise ship, but it doesn't happen without effort. Um, let's see. To help ensure passenger safety, cruise vessels, cabin balconies, and outdoor decks have railings that are roughly chest height on an average sized person. Thick metal or plexiglass panels or metal bars are positioned under the railings to prevent people from slipping through. Even so, it's important to keep a close watch on young children at all times. Most people who go overboard fall because they were inebriated, entered a restricted area, or engaged in behavior they shouldn't have, such as standing on railings or furniture or climbing between balconies or a combination thereof. It's not possible for someone to slip on a wet deck or trip over a door frame and simply fall off a cruise ship. Yeah, I agree with that. Um, and I think that, I don't know if the mother and daughter are still here, but that's what I was basically saying yesterday when we were talking about it. Yes, you have to be careful wherever you go. And some things have happened to people. Accidents happen or things happen on a cruise ship, but just falling off, slipping off is not really a thing. There's some effort involved. There's some effort involved, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that, unless you guys have anything to add. Alaska next summer, from what port? I am leaving out of Seattle in June on the Carnival Spirit, I believe it is. Out of New Orleans on the Glory for the booze cruise. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. Yes, I agree. Jamaica sounds awesome. Going on the booze cruise 2.0 in 2024, then in November 25 for the rock and roll tribute cruise, benefiting Helping Hands for Cruising. Oh, that'll be nice. Great, great cause. And the rock and roll tribute cruise sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. Hi, my peeps. Hi, my yachty. How are you? Thanks for coming in. How are you? How are you? I always feel, I told you this last time, Yadi. I always feel like I have to say, where are you? Did you just get off of a cruise ship? Are you about to get on a cruise ship? Feel like I'm always seeing you on embarkation day, which is a good thing. Long work day today. Hope everyone is well. Thank you so much. Yeah, I agree. It was a long day, and it's going to be kind of a long week for me. Not that I have to work extra, it's just going to be challenging. So it's probably going to feel longer. Orange Cone Vlog saying hi to Yachty. This weekend, I'm going to Disney. Fun, fun, fun. I know I said the next time you were coming, I needed to like try to connect with you. So yeah, chat me. Send me connect if we're not already connected on Instagram. I think we are actually. I think I messaged you. Send me a message. Maybe we could meet up. You're going to be at Disney. Okay, Seattle. Thanks for Alaska. Okay, sure, no problem. Carmen saying hey to Yachty. I'm editing my videos for the last cruise on Wonder. Should have a premiere coming up. Okay. Well, we will be on the lookout for it. Can't wait. I'm scheduled to go on the Wonder next October. I think this is looking better. I'm wondering if I'm just like hitting with where some apples are or something. Let me try again. I don't want to burn it. I can take a nice Amtrak from Bay Area for Alaska cruise from Seattle if I go. Oh, nice. Nice. Does that mean you don't care to fly? I think we're there. I think we're there. I know I'm punching all kinds of holes in my poor cake here, but I think she is done. Let me let it rest there for a second and see how it turns out. Wow, I'm sorry. We're running. I mean, I know you guys are hanging as long as you can, but I wasn't expecting it to take that long. So thanks for hanging in there. I appreciate it as always. Can take a nice Amtrak. Okay. Okay, I'm exhausted. Have to get up at 3 a.m. for work. I'm training the new driver night. Good night. Thanks so much for coming in and hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. And I think the cake is actually done now. So I am going to slice it up, or at least a slice, so I can see how it turned out. Just trying to let it rest a minute. And hopefully it'll be all good. Oh, you are going to love the Wonder. I'll be on Utopia next October for my birthday week. Nice. Yes, I'm pretty excited about the Wonder. And then I'll be excited for the Icon too if the prices come down. You guys had me so confused yesterday on the chat. They were floating all these numbers around, like 17,000 something, and I didn't realize that they were talking about the prices on the Icon. I don't know what they were looking at. I don't know if that was for a particular suite, a family of 10. I don't know, but it's like, what? That's crazy. That's crazy money. I like flying, but I heard Amtrak has beautiful views. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I'm sure it's a nice, you see the coast, right? Have a great night's sleep, Orange Cone. Nice. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we have come to this point in the program where I should finally show you what I think the finished product looks like. The recipe did say you could do you could do a glaze icing, but you have to wait for the cake to be totally cool. So I may try that, and if I do, I will post a pic so you can actually see how it comes out. But I think I have to at least test it now, right? Have to at least test it. Yadi's saying it's really expensive. I have to make my final payment in 2 weeks for the icon. My bank account is not ready. I feel like have you seen the like the shorts or the memes where they're like, does she see me? Your bank account is talking, you're like, yeah, I see you. Do you see me? Well, I hope it all works out. You're so close, Yadi. You're so close. Thanks, Kimberly. Says it looks yummy. I hope it turns out okay. Yes, you're so close. You're way closer than I am, girl. You're about to do it. You're about to get her done, as they say. So I hope your bank account will forgive you and be ready and be ready. Okay. No idea what the best thing to cut this would be. So, I mean, I don't know. This has just been a night of I don't know. Very confusing. But again, I appreciate you all so much for hanging out and keeping me company. And I'm hoping that Tuesday will be a better day. I would like to kind of turn this out of the pan actually, but let's see. Oh, please. I had not thought of that before now. So, do that. Okay. Hopefully this will come out nice and easily since I did spray the pan. And use parchment paper. Yes. Well, it came out. Turned down in the pan. Nice. Good, good, good. Ooh, the bottom is pretty. I do say so myself. Yes. I know y'all are still here, but yes, I'm talking to myself. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put it on a plate. No, I'm all about the flipping stuff over tonight, I guess. I don't know. I'm out of control, you guys. Out of control. Ooh, I got a nice whiff of cinnamon apple. So, okay. Let's cut this puppy up. I'll just come over to all your houses for dinner for the rest of the year. Come on, Yadi. We gotta make do until we can get on a ship. So come on over. That's kind of a big bite, a big cut. Well, again, I was, that movie quote. I was a maniac. I was crazy in the beginning of this live. So I really think I overdid it on the sugar because I think I wasn't paying attention to the measuring cup. Oh, what do you think? Should I call Erica in? I think I hear her on the telephone. So I'm going to go it alone, you guys. It looks good. It smells really good, but I may have gotten carried away with the sugar. So let's see. I didn't get carried away with the sugar. It's good. Now, normally when I'm making these desserts, I have if I'm going to serve it warm, it's like warm with vanilla ice cream. And I did not think about it for this. But if you're going to have it warm with vanilla ice cream, that would be awesome. I like the crunchy how the top turned out. Remember, I was saying I thought it was going to be more of a crumble top, but it kind of gives it like a almost like a crackle top. Um, now I want something sweet. That's my problem, Sherry. I always want something sweet. So the cruise desserts definitely call me. Um, Marjorie saying, I hope you put icing on that on the apple pie. I mean, I may go ahead and make the icing, but I have to say, even for me who has I really have a sweet tooth, it's sweet enough. And that could be because I think I was a little heavy handed on the sugar in the batter. Um, so I think the if I put the icing on, it really would be over the top. So I don't think I'm going to do the icing. I just talked myself out of it. I'll let Erica come out and give her input, which you know she loves to do. So we'll see from there. But overall, I'm happy with how it came out. Thanks for hanging in there with me, you guys. This recipe, um, hey Miss T with the T, how are you? You came for dessert. Yes, I was actually cooking tonight. I just made an apple cake, you know, because it's fall. I know we have like divided camps. Some folks are all pumpkin spice. I'm traditional apple kind of girl, so I made an apple cake. This recipe is from sweetestmenu.com, and it wasn't too difficult. Although you know I was talking and walking and reading stuff, and still geared up from work. So I think it was easy to follow, but I could have been a little more careful on making sure I was putting in the right amount of sugar and such. So that, oh, the interesting thing, or I thought was interesting about this recipe was that it called for Greek yogurt and vegetable oil, and it is very um, moist and soft. So I don't think that was just from the apples. I think that was from the yogurt. Um, but anyway, you guys are the best. And I appreciate you so much for keeping me company, talking me down for my crazy Monday, having faith that this was going to come out okay, even when I was like, oh no. Miss T saying, hey to everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you for that. The mother and daughter duo, we're ready. May we have some milk with that, please? Yeah, milk would be okay. Milk would be okay. I actually, like I said, I thought the top was going to be more of a crumble um, top, so I was thinking it was going to have more of like a coffee cake kind of taste, but no, it's pretty moist and sweet. So um oh, thank you, Marjorie. Was live was excellent tonight because Erica was home. Y'all love it when Erica comes in and she Erica, I think do you want to come taste this before your fans are calling for you? See if she wants to come and taste. Now, it'll be interesting. She may go, she doesn't like it as sweet as I do, so she might not. She may have a different opinion. But we'll see. Um, she says she's coming. She says she's coming. But yes, I appreciate it, and I'm sorry if any of you were accidentally timed out or reprimanded for putting I don't even know what were we reprimanded for, putting emojis or capital letters in the chat. I didn't mind it one bit. You want to be on camera right now? I don't think so.
Fine.
No, you're not fine. All right, taste.
Did you like it?
I did like it. I was worried that it was going to be too sweet because I think I was a little heavy on the sugar. Because it's warm, I think some ice cream would have been good, but I think icing would be too sweet. What do you think?
No, icing might work well.
Okay. Marjorie, Erica says let's go for the icing. I will do that. But I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. Are you giving it a thumbs up, thumbs down, in between? What do you think?
In between. But I'm still eating it.
She says in between, but she's still eating.
It's interesting.
Is that all you have to say? It's interesting. It's interesting.
I like the crunchy top.
That's what I said too. She likes the crunchy top, and she thinks it would be better with the glaze.
But yeah, I don't know. It reminds me of like some type of pastry, not texture wise, but taste wise.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, there you have it. That's my apple cake.
That's not bad. It was like some coffee.
We've had milk, we've had ice cream, we've had coffee. It goes with stuff. It goes with stuff. Thanks, everybody. I really, really appreciate it. We will be back next Monday. I don't know if Erica is going to be joining us, but I will be back next Monday at 7 for another Monday mood check. Is it like a streusel? It's not as flaky pastry tasting as a streusel, I don't think. And but you know, not like Danish. It is more of a cakey texture. No, I just crack it up because she's still eating. So I guess it would. I guess it's okay. I'll miss you next Monday. I'll be on my cruise. Well, that is understandable, and I'll try and forgive you for that, Sherry. But when you get back, Monday nights, you got to check in.
I'm glad I had faith.
Yes, and I'm glad you have faith too, Erica. I'm glad you guys have faith too. So thank you again. I should have a video dropping this week. It'll be fall related, like about actually my trip to Aldi. I think I mentioned that earlier, where I couldn't resist the Snapdragon Monster Crunch apples that I used for this cake, and I have to say, the description of sweet and spicy with a hint of vanilla, I do taste that, and I like it. And if I have the chance to get this again for baking, I would definitely be willing to try it. I still like my Granny Smith, but these were good. Peace and blessing, friends. Erica, I need that bonnet, girlfriend. No, this is you don't need that bonnet, and neither does she. But anyway, thanks, Keisha. Take care, you guys. See you later. Bye. Thank you.